Ok, ok. Back. Per voi sembreranno cos'era, venerdì, oggi è lunedì, quei 3 giorni, e ce ne sono passati più di 7, l'ultima volta che ho registrato. Avevo il volume 80 nelle cuffie, ora non ho più le orecchie, quindi improvement. E adesso spero di ricordarmi come si gioca, anche se non è difficile come gioco. Detto questo, moriamo. Per i prossimi 30 minuti non sto vivo un minuto. Oppure non si carica.
Above even was one of the Queen's royal spiders, the kind that had taken away Ard on that terrifying night. They were the collectors of children who were to become Sixers.
Come on, Dicey! We can't let it get away!
Ma quindi il ragno rapisce solo i bambini che diventano dai 6. Cioè non sposta i bambini tra i vari regni in modo tale da dire tu sei uniano si diceva, ok? Un uniano che vive nel posto dei 2 e quindi ti prendo o ti sposto. No, lui prende solo quelli da 6.
Today, Spider Monster!
Not today, Spider Monster. Mi ricorda un po' il direttore della testa giornalistica lì, come si dice, di Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
You! Oh, wait!
Guarda dei mondi. Dai, un po' ricorda la guerra dei mondi. Un po' tanto anche. E il fatto è che si muovono.
Did you see those robots? What do you mean you've seen bigger?
L'ho visti più grandi? Mi sta dando troppi soldi. Così, a random. Ah, perché siamo a random. Random rules. Quasi beccato il fantasma. Mi dà un premio. Ci sono dei segreti ogni tanto. Non penso fosse voluta questa cosa. Sono incastrato da niente. Mi ero completamente dimenticato che questa è la città della rivolta, quindi in teoria siamo sono in guerra qui, no? Qui in teoria sono costantemente in guerra. L'aracnocarrozza. Nessuno vede il fantasmino? A quanto pare no.
I always knew
Cosa
I was a
ho
Sixer at
visto?
heart. I knew! I'll do all sorts of important work for the Queen while Bernard mops the floor.
Hey, where is Bernie?
Bernard is gone!
A Sixer child is missing! I repeat,
Look! It's Bernie! From back home! we should help him. He'll be eaten alive out here.
Cioè, tutti i bambini sono diventati degli esaniani?
The spider seemed impossible to get into at the moment. Oh, but perhaps Bernie would know how to get to her sister. Even knew...
Come on, we've got to find him.
Oh, yes, yes. Time was of the essence. I was done anyway.
Ah? Come mai questo posto esiste? A parte che c'è la mappa, effettivamente mi ero dimenticato, ma... infatti incominciano a comparire i punti di domanda.
Freedom was a district tearing itself apart in a three-way civil war. A murdered father, 3 siblings, each suspecting the other of the deed. And a giant battle droid, given to each by the Queen to settle the matter.
Ha fatto un 5, non ha fatto un 3. Vabbè.
Raise the stakes with a new card. Manny's got what you need.
Dottore, mi salvi lei.
Hello. You've made it to Three Town, have you? Be careful here. Those triplets don't mess around. But then again, that just gives you 3 good reasons to buy some cards, eh? I could ask you the same thing. But now we're both here, and that means one thing. Let's trade cards!
Infatti.
Let me answer that question with a question. Who could possibly dwell on the past
Continua
when
a
we've got
evadere la mia domanda.
cards in the present? So, let's trade, shall we?
E mi ha buttato dentro il negozio, diretto. Allora. Sembrano belle. Soprattutto questa. Un regalo per premiare la fedeltà. No. Allora, questo è nuovo. L'uomo delle ombre avvelena le armi di Even. Ogni colpo inflitto avvelena l'avversario. Ok. E l'altra era questa. Evoca l'implacabile spirito di Quarto Vico. Forte. Non costa neanche tantissimo. Magari ce la faccio a prenderlo, 160 costava. No, però abbiamo carte nuove, quindi allora. Via la mano, via il martello, via questo, via il dado. Ah, non posso. Questa perché è così? Sono quelle da sbloccare? Ok, vabbè.
I'm noble, you understand. This bell belonged to my family, don't you know? It still does, I suppose. It has. I'm noble, you understand. Heck, most of us here are. I suppose it is. I don't know any other way to live, you understand. It belonged to the triplets, and before then, it belonged to the Lord our King of Freedom, before his murder. Royal families are like servants. They tend to expand to the size of their manor. Just so. But I'm a distant relative, far enough to stand outside the daily battles and to not choose a side. You know, I have another distant relative, a cousin of mine, that I haven't heard from in some time. Not since this cursed Civil War started. Last I heard, she was in the Duke's garden, playing nobility, eating cakes, I suppose. If I could see her again, I'd tell her that I miss her, that's all. It's silly, but you never think of the people you care about until they're no longer in your life. And it would do my heart good to know that she knows I do miss her. But it's too dangerous for me to go stumbling around the battlefield.
Quindi ci mandiamo una bambina.
Please excuse me.
Vai, mando una bambina sul campo di battaglia per salutare la cugina. Mi manca molto mia cugina. Questo è mio padre, però vabbè.
Greetings. I'm doing a survey for the Upper Class Gazette. Do you have a moment? Splendid, splendid. I have only one question. Who do you think started this war, turning our lord, their father's castle, into a battlefield? Surely you know the story of the three siblings. Oh, what fun. Yes, let's. So, since you're hearing this for the first time, let me tell you about the three siblings involved. There's the paranoid Count up in High Bet Haven to the west. The soft and coddled Duke living in Fogwash Garden to the north. And the duty-bound and tough-as-heck Baroness living out east on Wildcard Hill. Who do you think did it? Who do you think killed their father and started this bloody civil war? A not uncontroversial choice. That's all I need. Thank you for your time.
Ho sparato a caso, eh. Perché mi ha dato 100 monete?
Find them. Let none who attack the king. Let none of them.
Ma scusa?
Where was I?
Porca miseria. Dammi sta carta, va. ...15 carte basta nel mazzo, secondo me stanno diventando poche, eh? Allora...
Call me crazy. I've got half a mind to. What was I talking about?
Why'd you ask, stranger? What's your motivation in all of this?
Elsa terza età.
Oh, how heartbreaking for you. How tragic, you poor child. Oh, heavens no. That sort of thing wouldn't interest me at all. Good grief, spying on people. I make a point of not remembering anyone I see in public. Privacy is very important to me, you understand. What with that paranoid count demanding full reports of everything everyone does every day and all. I promise it, stranger.
The attack has begun! The king must be saved! What? Identify yourself, stranger! I am Nishka, and I used to protect somebody important, I think. A ruler, maybe? Before the war. Oh, Even, you sweet child. You can't keep clinging to the past. The king's dead and gone now for years, don't you remember?
Ok.
What? How did you know my name? What? I've never seen you before in my life. The king! Protect the king from danger!
Ok, questa è andata.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get back home. But I can't get back home without knowing the way. Or can I? Oh, hey, mister. Do you know the way to one... oh, wow. You want a hug? Okay. Woo, woo.
Wow, it's pretty cold in here and dark too.
È un nuovo modus operandi per rapire bambini questo. Mi piace. Potrei adottarlo. Vedo un po' nera. Madonna, lui che arriva dalle ombre così.
Alive? I thought I saw one running around here
Perché morti li ha visti.
Boxy clothing? Can't say I did, unfortunately. But you'd better find him quick, before the Shadow Man does. Everyone knows about the Shadow Man, child. Especially children out all alone.
Quindi vorrò conoscerlo anch'io. Mi ha spostato il dado. Bastardo.
Kids never run around here unsupervised. That's what the Shadow Man ensures.
Vedi quell'alone verde attorno all'uomo? È perché puzza.
All I know is that if a kid's missing, the Shadow Man's probably got him.
Guarda Roma, continua a spostarci.
As well they should. You should be afraid, child.
Leave me alone. I'm busy. Everything's important to someone. If there's a kid running around unattended, the Shadow Man probably has him by now. Oh, you really are in over your head.
Ma come so che sai dove trovare l'uomo delle ombre così?
Oh, you are clever, but I don't know him. Nobody does. If you stay a spell, all Margarine Took can tell you about him. The Shadow Man. He was born in the time of the first nightmare, and he lives on to this day. But not like you or I. He lives in the walls of Mulgrew Alley. And he can always see you, but you can only see him when it's dark. Snuff out the lights in Mulgrew Alley, and you'll find him there, waiting. But be warned, child. It may be the last thing you see. If he were merely a ghost, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Goodbye. I do not think we will see each other again.
Simpatica.
You want to know about the Shadow Man? You want to know about the Shadow Man? The Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He'll come and take your child away. And you might cry, and you might pray. But the Shadow Man comes when night eats day. He don't like shine, and he don't like sun. He'll come out the walls when the daylight's done. Snuff out Mulligrow Alley's lights. Then you best run, for the last night of the Shadow Man has begun. Sounds to me like you're fixin' to go see him. I wouldn't thank me just yet. You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Caramelline. Quindi è finita così? La via bloccata? Sì. Sembrava uno scrigno.
You want to know about the Shadow Man?
Ah, okay.
Even suddenly felt like she was being watched. And to tell you the truth, I did too.
Mi sento osservata. Sono spariti gli NPC. Oh, quanto buio.
Are you the Shadow Man?
Oh, I have many names, little one.
Okay, fair enough. Have you seen a little boy? About yay high?
Let me think. This one?
Oh, wow, even is that you? I'm so glad to see you. Can you believe that I'm stuck?
Let him out!
Haven't you heard the bedtime stories? I'm what goes bump in the night. I'm what comes for children when they roam a little too far from home. This is what I do. Or what I used to do anyway. Before this silly war. That may be true, but there is another truth. If you're not afraid now, you'll soon learn to be. He's mine now. I won't be letting him go. I believe you'd call that leverage. You'd think you'd know not to insult someone who's holding all the cards. Or in this case, children. Besides, you don't have what I need. Nothing you have, child. And I suspect nothing you can bring me. But remains to be seen. But perhaps you're right. I want the same thing all of us want here. Peace. I want the Triplets' War to end. Oh, I'm not. I'm the creature that moves in the dark type. But people only truly fear things that move in the dark during peace. During war, they are surrounded by greater threats all day long. And so nobody fears the Shadow Man anymore. Life is the greater horror. And they have overindulged, forgotten me. If you want me to give you Bernard, then I want you to change that. I don't care how. I don't care about anything even, except being feared by everyone again. I've watched you. I know you're a dice wielder.
Come fai a sapere che questo è un dado?
I've been around for centuries even. I know more than your mortal world has forgotten. You alone carry the power to affect the arenas and those giant robots. Figure it out, or you will never see your precious Bernard or any other child I choose to take again. Without peace, there will be no boy, no hope, and you will never see your sister again. For you, there are currently more important questions at stake. Go, even. Bernie's fate rests on your tiny shoulders, and my hunger won't be held at bay forever. To save Bernard from the wretched Shadow Man, Even had to end Threedom's civil war. It was a hard task, an impossible task, but she wasn't going to let her friend die. The first thing she needed was information. Perhaps some of the locals would be willing to share what they knew.